Hi guys, how's it going? So I've been requested a few times to make a mage guide on what is the best and cheapest ways to train mage effectively. So instead of I tested it out myself and a few different methods on how to train mage, and I thought I'd just share my findings with you guys. So yeah, I'm going to be explaining 3 different methods. First one being a really fast and expensive way to train mage, say if you have a lot of money. Second one being a medium way that makes not much, like you lose sort of a little bit of money but you still get decent mage XP. And then thirdly, bad mage XP but good money. So it's sort of a good, medium and bad ways to train, but they all have their advantages sort of thing. So I shall see you in the first clip of me making some tabs. Alright guys, so for this method of mage training, firstly you'll need to get yourself a dueling ring and then tell you to Castle Wars, and then run east past the ogres and then you'll come to Yenil. So you want to start the bank and have your invent set out like I have in the top right hand corner. Just say all your lore runes and then the rest as soft clay. And then you'll start at the bank and then run to the portal. You need to find a house with someone with, I'm not sure what the construction level is, but it's someone with a lectern. Most people have their house open who have a guild altar will have the lectern as well. So when everyone sort of has a house, keep asking people and they'll eventually tell you. So firstly you would need 45 mage to do this. You will need soft clay, 1 lore rune and an air staff. The air staff is not necessary, however it just saves an extra invent space, or you'd have to bring like 5 air runes per tab being made, so it's quite a bit of money away, so this will be the best way to do it. And I'll show you now how to do this. Alright guys, so as you can see on screen, I started at the bank on the sort of the east of Yenil, and I ran west and found a house, went in the house and found the lectern. And then this got roughly 30k XP per hour, 30k mage XP per hour that is. When I was doing this, each soft clay costed 285 each, or you can just mine them and add water to them yourself, but it does take a lot longer. However, you do save money obviously. So each soft clay 285, each lore rune costs 250. Obviously you can run lore runes as well if you have the pure essence, but again it does take longer. Which means after making the tab and selling it, which sell for about 1.2k each, you make 665 profit per tab, which isn't bad since you get 27 tabs per invent, so you know it's quite a bit. So that worked out to be 352k profit per hour, so I mean that is a really good money making method as well as mage XP. The next method I'm going to show is superheating. Alright guys, this is my medium way of getting mage XP, which is superheat, and this offers a decent way of getting mage XP and also not much money loss. So what you want to do is get yourself to Ogdugni or Ogdunge, something like that, however you pronounce it, just south of Camelot, or if you have the required mage level, which is 51 I believe, you can just tele straight to there after completing the Plague City and Biohazard quest. So what you want to do before is get yourself to a high populated world, this being number 1 or number 2, or any that's sort of above 1.8k players, as this offers a higher chance of people being there. So where you want to start at the south bank. You want to start running northeast through the gates and then into the mining area. Once you get there, ask the person mining. Normally there is someone there, if not then you probably need to wait a few hours until it gets to a higher populated time. If there is, then you just say, can you give me your ores instead of dropping them. Most of the time people will actually give it, because obviously it saves them time. Rather than dropping it, you can just trade them all at once. So this helps them as well as you. So once you get there, you just sort of walk back to the bank and superheat them, save your run from the way back, and yeah, that's it. I'll show you in the next clip what I do. Hi guys, so as you can see I started at Ardun South Bank, then ran east up through the gate and then into the mining area. Once at the mining area I found some guy who was giving me 2 trades at a time, so like a trade and then we'll have to mine a few more than a trade because he already had stuff in his invent, which obviously isn't advisable, but I had to take it because I was in a bit of a rush when I was doing this. So once I was there, as I was walking back, I had to just superheat him as I was walking. So I'd click ahead on the map, and then I could fit either between 2 and 3 superheats per walk, sort of thing. So each nature rune costs 265 GP each, roughly. That's at the time I was doing it. It probably will change and fluctuate over the next few weeks is when you're watching this. Each iron bar, roughly again, costs 245, which means you lose 20 GP per cast, which again isn't very much for the XP per hour, which is 50k. However, if you do want to make the iron bars into iron knives, they do sell for about 330 for the total of 5, in batches of 5 sort of thing. So which does make a bit of profit, makes what, 70 GP profit per bar, which is good. As I said earlier, this is 50k XP per hour, and you lose a total of 16.2k coins, obviously, per hour. So I mean, it is good Mage XP for the amount of money that you lose, sort of thing. So in the next one, I will show you some Alkyne. Okay, so the next method I'm going to show you is Alkyne. This being the most expensive method, however, it is very good XP and will get you 99 to the fastest even, with this, or even 82 or 94, whatever you're going for. So yeah, for Alkyne, you will need a magic level of 55. If you do have money, I would suggest either doing superheats or making tabs just before this to stack up a bit of money, because obviously you can't start Alkyne until you get 55 mage. So up until then, a good method to do is probably doing superheats. But once you get to 55, if you have a bit of money in the bank, then this is the best method for you. Well, obviously if you wanna spare a bit of money, yeah, as it's it's pretty expensive, but really good XP. So what you would need is you need a nature rune. You will need a yew or maple longbow. This being the best, or what is it? Definitely one of the best Alkyne items I found. There is more you could probably find on Google. However, this is the best. It's been the best for quite some time, as not many people use them, and it has a high Alk value. And you also need a fire staff in your invent. Sorry, you need to wear a fire staff. Your invent should be set out something like this. The yew or the bows sort of halfway down the right hand side of your invent. This just so you can easily click from the mage tab. Just means you can almost spam click and then have your nats and your coins. Anywhere else in your invent doesn't really matter. So the next clip I'll show you how I did this. Alright, so as you can see on screen now, I'm now Alkyne. Forget the knife and the axe in my invent, that's just what I was doing before. But I've now got the alks and the bows in exactly the same place, so I can pretty much just spam click, just keep clicking as much as you want. I mean, it's not AFK-able, but you can sort of do things at the other time, sort of have a separate window open, have YouTube open, watch a live stream, anything like that. So that's pretty much it really. It gains quite a lot of Mage XP. The information that I found out about it is that each nature rune costs 265 GP each. Roughly, obviously, it does change from depending on when you do it. Each yew longbow costs roughly 710 GP each. Then it alks for 762. And then each maple longbow costs roughly 330 and alks for 384, which means they're roughly exactly the same loss per cast, because obviously you have to pay for the luring, which is about 205 GP per cast. The XP an hour for this is really good, it's 82k. Roughly, you probably can do this quicker, you probably can do this slower depending on how fast you do it. I wasn't going full out throughout this, so you could probably get up to maybe 90k per hour. The profit and loss per hour is obviously you lose 260k, and the loss per 1k alks is 205k. So it is pretty pricey, but if you have the money laying around, then this is the method for you. Alright guys, that's all for this guide. If you enjoyed, give it a like. If you have any further questions, then leave it in the comments. I'll try and get back to you ASAP. And thanks for watching. I'll see you in New Picky Comment in a few days.